Welcome back, one and all. We're here for the Reserve League at SFR. And we're here for round 5 at the Suzuka International Circuit in Japan. Ready to battle it out at the 5.8 kilometre circuit, of course. The infamous driver circuit on the far side of the globe here. And we're starting off with qualifying, of course, and doing our first run on the soft, but wanting to start the race on medium because the times are tumbling as things stand. You see, we're giving all this out, only 2/10 off the current provisional pole time as we went through the end of the second sector, but we're going to back off here just before the line to set that as a bank lap. So hopefully during our medium lap, which we can see we're on board with now, and slight bit of blocking, and that really compromises. The time was dropping very quickly. Then decided to run on the soft. You can see coming out the final corner on the bumps, about to start my lap, completely lost it and did not have enough fuel for a final run. And we tried to do a final run anyway with the fuel amount, and then the spinning Red Bull in front caused us a collision, and that was us done for qualifying. P14, an awful qualifying after setting that original bank lap, not being able to get a clean lap in at all, and that's going to put us down in P14, ready to race here. So we're just going to get away on the formation lap, and we're going to be ready for the lights soon. Of course, putting it in the optimal position for the start, and the lights are here now. We're ready to start the race here, and we've got 5 red lights now, and it's lights out, and away we go for the SFR Reserve League round 5 at Japan. It's been to be a good start. See the Toro Rosso swipe across, and the Williams is already out and going into turn 1. So we've got yellow flags already for the incident. Slight bit of contact, and Toro Rosso taps us slightly. We're going to hit the Haas. Accidentally seems to be all concertinaed up going into turn 2. He keeps ahead of me, but the safety car is called out for what I think was the earlier collision. See, we've got a Renault, it looks like, going off as well. So carnage even after the safety car's called out, and now more carnage as well as the pack concertinaed up what I think was behind the McLaren, and Ryan Madoom in the Toro Rosso just had nowhere to go, and unfortunately we made him get some front wing damage, but at least he caught up in the safety car period now as we get racing again on lap 3. So racing for the first time since the opening couple of corners here, and I think we're a little bit too far back course in sort of a slipstream train, but we're looking to gain on the Haas as best we can. Can we do anything into the first couple of corners? Now looking into turn 1 and 2, we just have the file behind as we look. He sat behind a Red Bull as things stand, and now moving on to lap 5. You see the Haas of James looking to get past the Red Bull on the inside. Looks to be a good move up the inside, bold move up the inside, and he gets the job done into turn 1 and seals it all off in turn 2. So we're now right on the back of the Red Bull, having made up 3 places at the start now, up into P11 from others' misfortune. So we're on the back of the Red Bull now at the end of lap 5. Coming to the end of the middle sector here, we put it up into overtake to try and do something on the run towards 130R. We're going to try and go round the outside. Very bold move towards 130R. He's just going to about hold it on the inside. We just about hang on to the train. Could be looking for a move at the inside. Send it very late on the brakes. Give him the room. Cut the corner a little bit just to give him the room and space through the chicane now. We're going to be onto the back of him this time, of course. No DRS on this occasion. We're going to get him on pure slipstream and speed now, looking to the outside as we run towards the first corner here. We're going to try and dive around the outside and swoop round, and we get the position done, I think, slightly better grip in this phase of the race course. Both are starting with completely fresh tyres, starting outside of the top 10 now. And as we work on to lap 8, so a few laps later, we managed to catch up to the Haas slightly. We see the Toro Rosso has gone off, and that is a free position for us, and now up into P9 and doubling our points tally as things stand. It comes towards the end of lap 8. There's just a few corners later, managed to really catch up during this final section. We've got DRS now to have a go at the Haas here. We're going to be really closing up on him in overtake, set our personal best of the race now. I'm running towards the first corner, look to go up the inside of the Haas, going to send it as late as we can. Get a bit of contact, we just about slide up the inside and get the move done on the Haas. Now we've got a teammate up in front on the road, but it's going to be now a case of getting our head down towards the end of the stint. Of course, all the soft runners coming in around sort of lap 10, and we're extending the stint, of course, to lap 16. So pushing on with things now and trying to, well, close the gap and try and make sort of an overcut work as others battle when they come out after the pit stop phase for the soft runners here. And as you see, pushing on as much as we can. See the guys still behind us, the Haas and the Toro Rosso still just behind us. You see, we gained quite a few positions as people came into the pits now, up into P4 as we jump the first set of the soft runners. And now on to lap 12 here. Still in P4, but a big moment in the race, and one that ultimately cost us dearly, and a safety car was called out And at this point, I couldn't quite make up my mind on what to do, but stayed out, playing it safe. And this ultimately just deemed to be the worser option. We're going to take the lead of the race. But of course, with our pit stop phase imminent, sort of about 4 laps away, so ideally after the safety car, I sort of felt it was, if I dived into the pits lane, it was going to be an automatic set of softs. I just couldn't make up my mind. I should have done it in the end, and that would have sort of put us probably in sort of P7, I reckon. But coming into the pits now, so we're going to be right at the back of the train. So all the hard work from the first stint is undone. And we're going to have to we're coming into the pits now to put on a set of softs to go to the end. So doing almost half the race on the soft carbon tyre, so not ideal. But we're going to have to do our best to try and make it work. I think we're going to come out in P14 as we get ready to go racing now right behind the McLaren as the safety car comes in, and we're racing once again here at Suzuka. And we get past the McLaren as he makes a small error over the bumps. And now we're going to have Lewis, who's already in the slipstream of his teammate now, and he's going to be looking to battle us as well. Closing speed, impeccable from the McLaren, giving the room just about on the inside, but hang around the outside using that soft compound grip. And now we've got the Red Bull in front, so almost having to redo what we did in the first stint now. And right on the back of the Red Bull, looking to make a similar move round at 130R. Can we get the move done this time? Of course, having the superior tyre at the moment, and we're going to go swooping around the outside into 130R, getting the move done in the infamous turn 15, and coming in to the final chicane, we get the seal the move off, and now catching up to the Haas and Racing Point in front. Of course, 2 cars we overtook earlier in the race, so the safety car really hampering us and denying us from a really good point scoring tally here today. Now we're right on the back of the Haas, seems to get a good exit out of Spoon. Now looking up the inside this time as he covers the outside. We're going to make the bold move up the inside, keep it as tight as we can. He seems to have spun off and he's lost it. I think there was no contact. I didn't feel any contact, and looking back at the stream, there was no contact. I think it was an unfortunate racing incident for diving up the inside into 130R now, and as he got DRS, we're a little bit too far back on our team to have a go this time around. But coming into the first of the 2 Degners, see, we're right behind our teammates. He's gone a little bit too deep into the second Degner and under the bridge. We've got a great run on him, looking to go round the outside into the hairpin, turn 11. Now try and get the switch back on him if we can. A little bit of wheel spin, but he's got a good exit as well. Of course, there's not a lot of room to make a move down into Spoon. We're going to see if we can do anything on this occasion. Just sort of think about, and then we're going to hang back, of course, not wanting to collide with our teammate and not sort of do a risky dive bomb that ends our race. Of course, a very hard fought race so far for P9, and right in his slipstream now as we run towards 130R. We will make another move into here, not quite on this occasion, just back off slightly, thinking about it cleverly, and going to make the move hopefully down into turn 1 as we're on the brakes into the final chicane. Try and get a really nice run through here, but to be fair to him, he's done really well. He's been really good out of this final chicane. You see, he's already shooting off his distance, but of course we're going to have DRS, and now as we weren't close enough that time around, but this time around, lap 22, we are right on the back of him here, putting it up into overtake now. And with DRS being much closer this time around, we're going to look to go to the outside of our teammate, hold it round the outside, and get the move done. You see there's a car going off in the distance. But now moving on to lap 27, so the penultimate lap of the race. We've got the Mercedes and Toro Rosso in front, side by side. And so when the Mercedes looks to do a cutback up the inside, bit of contact between the pair of them. Mercedes seems to be compromised more than Toro Rosso. We're going to try and gain a position here, go up the inside into turn 3, and then turn 4, seal the move off, and it's P7 for us. And the final lap of the race, Cassidy seemed to have good pace, better than us on the medium tyres, as our softs were going off very quickly. But I did know, because of Jeff, he had a few penalties, so I didn't decide to risk anything on the last few laps and, go for a gung-ho move. But from the circumstances, it wasn't a bad race. P6, we after a poor quali, we did well to regain the first stint, and then of course safety car messing it all up. Should have just committed to the pit lane, but hey ho, P6 not bad. Good 8 points for the championship. But we are racing in next Sunday at Mexico, so look forward to that next Monday.